Located in the rain shadow of the rugged coast mountains and on the edge of British Columbia's southern interior, the historic district of Lillooet and the surrounding rural communities of Electoral Area B of the Squamish-Lillooet Regional District provide ample opportunities to love this place. On the northeast benchlands overlooking the mighty Fraser River, the Lillooet Landfill and Recycling Center invite you to learn more about how to reduce your waste.
My name is Rick Jerpy, and I run the Lillooet Landfill and the Recycling Center here. Before I took over here, there was basically no recycling. It was just a hole in the ground.
When bears cut used to eating garbage, most of the time they end up dead. My name is Sue Sanger. I'm a professional biologist and agrologist. In communities, one of the challenges we face is how people handle waste around their yards. People sometimes will throw bags of garbage out on the deck, for example, or take it to the curb too soon. Storing dog food outside, feeding dogs outside, leaving bird feeders up, greasy barbecue grills. All these kinds of things attract bears into the community, and then once the bear is there, it's going to go from house to house looking for the same thing. It really takes everyone to be managing waste well.
Well, we really don't have any animal problem here because of that electric fence. Here's where we do all our paints, pesticides, aerosol cans, flammable liquids, electronics like your scanners, printers, fax machines, phones, all that kind of stuff. You could fill 2 of these right full with all your electronics on a Sunday here. We stack our computers separately. The people with all their electronics, they drop it off right here, and I sort it all for them. We get a lot of these here, a lot of these. These are the ones with the mercury in them. Over here is our residential mixed waste, and all these square bales are all done with our compactor here right on site. I'm constantly in here trying to catch people and educate them, eh? We used to have a problem here with people coming in with contamination, and the more time you spend with them, show them the proper way of doing things and rinsing out their containers and dumping out the stuff that's in the bags, and it's getting a lot better now.
I moved to this farm about 5 years ago now, and one of my main objectives here is to try create more food security, both for myself and in the community. So as I've lived here, I've put in more gardens, I've gotten chickens, and most recently some Dexter cows. This is our chicken pen here, and we're using electric mesh fence with a solar electric. This is a way of having fruit trees and having birds without having bears or other wildlife problems. This is some leftover soup, and the chickens will come and they'll clean this whole bowl up. And again, it's a way of reducing waste. For most households, 2 or 3 chickens is enough to process your kitchen waste and produce eggs as a result. One of the challenges we face is invasive species. So these are plants that come in and take over the ecosystem. So they're introduced from somewhere else. They take over the natural places of other plants, and they don't provide the same food quality that the native species would provide. Invasive species should not be put in a regular compost pile, because then when you use the compost, you're going to spread their seeds all over.
This is our finished compost, and this is the stuff that we sell. We separate out our fridges, freezers, and air conditioners that have anything to do with the Freon, because we have to have the Freon drained before we can get rid of all this product. Your washers, dryers, hot water tanks, steel, tin. There's a universal baler. It'll do everything from tin cans to your plastic to your cardboard and paper. There's a bunch of gift bags. Nothing wrong with them. I'll find stuff like this and I'll just bring it over to the free store. Here we just put the stuff for the people to take. Oils that are accepted here, 20-liter pails, your 1-liter pails. People used to just throw it on the ground before for dust control, but now we deal with it properly here. Also, the antifreeze. Anything that doesn't get recycled, eventually it's all brought down here and it all gets compacted down. Yeah, when I first started here, this here hole was just a narrow little hole like that, and I've probably brought it up about at least 8 lifts of 8 to 10 feet of garbage, and then your 10 inches or so of soil on top. Eventually we want to go right up top level with the bins that are behind me here and that main road that comes down.
I think it's a very positive in terms of where we're headed. And I think the ultimate goal is to try and get waste as low as possible, zero waste, because our impact on the environment is really tied up in what we're doing with our waste products.
Love this place, reduce your waste. Yeah.